Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Bears will put toe to leather and will get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Finds his tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Third and short now from their own 48. Grab behind the line. It's Dickey. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense in hurry-up mode.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
It's 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Cal 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and he could not get loose on the run.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Runs out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And the last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He lets it fly. He's got it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The run from the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Finds his target down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminole. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They're getting this guy lathered up. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. With jet sweep pass. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Should be time for just one more play here in the half, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, picked off.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Offense set on 1st down. Going to the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Florida State. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 21 over Purdue. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Bannon. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the 1st down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the 1st down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
The Golden Bears want to move quickly. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Finds some fresh air. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Brings up third down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Snap it to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Power football with the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the move. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The intoxicating aroma of the end zone is so close. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 21, Cal 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Handoff to the single back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll try to pound their way in.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got...
Second down.
Every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They keep attacking through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense. They're taking advantage.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Gain of 1. Third down coming up.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Think about it, when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Avery. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Florida State.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Golden Bears looking to convert on 4th down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation.